people are the future. For every nation, young people are its engine. They are the present and future leaders. Young people are every nation's greatest promise. The Ghanaian government understands the cardinal role the youth play in national development. Since 2017, the government has initiated several coordinated efforts to reduce unemployment, successfully halving unemployment from 14% to 7%. The YouStart Ghana Jobs and Skills project, which is funded by the World Bank, is another flagship initiative of the Nana Addo Bawumia-led government aimed towards alleviating youth unemployment and promoting entrepreneurship among young people. During the first phase of the project, 29,287 youth were trained in entrepreneurship and business management across all 16 regions of Ghana, out of which over 9,000 participants were promoted to the intermediate phase. The participants who were excited to return for the next phase of the project were glad to share that the lessons from the basic training had already begun to improve their businesses. Over a period of 10 days, participants of the intermediate phase were trained in business branding, sales, and business sustainability. Even though beneficiaries are still receiving training under the intermediate phase of the project, there are many success stories of how some beneficiaries are already improving their businesses based on the knowledge attained from the basic level.
Me ba basic no, ye try ye said ya be branding, ye be branding ye product no. Any a kwan ye be fa so a ye be ma edwuma ne timi akonene. Me call ye no eboa me. He said na first na me nye label wo me product ne ho. But me call ye no makoma say ya ye na enyoma nketenkete bi mu wo wa man fa nketa ho. Me de no so kan ho. Sesia me business no e konene kakra kakra. Enam ntutu ya me ye ntino enkrofo ani gye ho na omoto
de mi sua fi basic level no aboa mi bebre esan say me tuwe me share mi business ase na me business idea wo me tium nanso abru bia me say me business na esuro kakra eden e wo me mu nanso me ba basic level no omo kire me say as an entrepreneur there or certain bia wo confidence who taking risks now your perseverance intine sade na mbesua ye no eboa ma enne metimi aka say me metimi asset me own business sa osuro ni na efri ho no.
The specific thing I've applied in my business that has improved it is attraction of customers. Customers, they are an integral part of businesses. They make sure that the business survives and they make sure that the business runs well. I think if you are able to attract customers, I think you are able to sell in your business. And I think I've seen a lot of improvement in my business. For instance, at first, every 3 days I used to order for products, and that was I used not to order for enough. But as of now, from the training I got at the basic level, for now, with the skills that I've gotten, I can sell for at least like 1 week to 2 weeks. Then I can order for enough products. With that one, I can make enough profit from it.
For my business, when I started initially, I really didn't know for a business, when you buy raw materials for your business, you had to take stock. And that when you sell something, you have to take stock. And that taking of stocks will help you to be able to go for a grant, because when people come, they are able to know how well your business is doing, how you're able to make profit or loss. So that one really helped me. Now I'm able to take stock and know how much I spent, what I've sold, and whether I'm making profit or not. So it has really been helpful.
Before I came for the basic level, I was a mobile money vendor. And currently, as I'm speaking, I'm able to secure the land in which I used to do the mobile money. And then I've molded a container. I bought one PC plus one photocopier machine, and then I'm doing printing press small. Our facilitator shows us that how to welcome customers to your business, and then I apply it. I've given it to the guys that I work with, and then as they adopt it and then they are practicing it, currently the business is moving well. When you are moving in town, people keep on saying that Starvation Printing Press, when you get there, the way they welcome you is very interesting. So all the time we used to get customers at our shop.
My expectation was that everything we taught them wouldn't just remain with them, and that they would start practicing it into their business. I mean, incorporating everything they were taught into their business. After they came for the intermediate, majority of them have testified that whatever they learned in the basic are being incorporated in their businesses, and it is helping them. So I think our expectations have been met. Just remain with them. Listen it. Our business
program that is targeting at young people to empower them to believe that the solution to the problem of job creation rests in their own bosom. They, of course, need opportunities for capacity building. And so the program has been designed to train the youth and build their capacities to create jobs for themselves and for other people. It is designed to provide access to finance as well. All these interventions are directed to ensuring that we are able to create economic opportunities for young people in our country and to help harness all talents of young people for inclusive development of our country.
Job creation is a #1 priority of the government of Ghana, and so we have had the opportunity to support them not only through the Ghana Jobs and Skills project, but through initiatives much wider than that. So the bank has an interest in supporting youth employment issues, job creation, boosting productivity, and also looking at women's employment opportunities and economic opportunities. And these are all core priorities of the government. You know, we've gone through a bad patch through COVID, and also there are macroeconomic uncertainties and stresses that the government is facing right now. This is an effort to support the government in a key interest, of course, improving labor market functioning in Ghana, helping the youth. We do see prospects not only for supporting individuals to enter into wage employment, which is a key part of the operation, but also self-employment. So today's training, for example, is in the space of self-employment. This is where the vast majority of individuals in Ghana enter into the labor market through self-employment. So making sure that that type of employment is gainful, productive, and is useful for the entire country is very important.
The focus of this program is to provide the youth of Ghana access to training and the tools that would help them to build, to grow, and sustain their businesses. This intervention is made up of 3 main levels: entrepreneurship training that will focus on the basic, the intermediate, and the advanced levels. At every level, you'll be assessed to ensure that you're actually starting your business, that you're growing your businesses, and that you're sustaining the businesses. Once you've successfully moved through the stages, those who are committed and shown the possibility of growing successful, sustainable businesses will be supported with access to grant funding by the government of Ghana.
Intermediate one me ukwana me for the me to miska. Onko it's the me di mala me personal sika me de be fra business ni sika nemu. And now intermediate so one me hu kwana be for that you be take inventory or pa because it takes stock. You get to see when you are falling short because you fall shortage ain't me make sales targets no. Ain't no as my be intermediate one me hu emphasize or stock taking no and keeping records of your business monies no.
The intermediate was quite interesting since I've been in business for 10 years, but I didn't know much about bookkeeping and stuff. So for me, the basic was able to help me start keeping my books well, and then also with my branding of my products. After the intermediate training, I'm thinking of opening up the business by going to leaving the other bases system, which was what I was running on, to go to shops, turn my products to shops, to hospitals and schools, since those are my target markets. Yeah.
My expectations for the intermediate class has been met, because when I was coming, I wanted to learn more about marketing, and lo and behold, I've learned how to do online marketing, how to even walk to people door to door to advertise. It has even taught me how to brand my products. I've learned so many things from the intermediate class. So after the intermediate, I'll be able to apply them in my sewing. Like the branding, this time around, I'm going to have a customized bag for my customers, because I've learned that bag can also be a form of branding for, yes, the people who would come and patronize my services.
I learned about business plan. And what they told me was, when I go to my shop, like my working tools, I shouldn't just pack everything at one corner. I should separate them and put them at individual places where I can easily locate them. And when I get to my shop, I have to clean my shop, plan my day's work. And I also learned that maybe I should always try to put new things, new ideas into my business. I should separate them. When I get to my shop, I learn that put new things.
First, when you come, when you're mentioning a medicine to buy, they have to go and look here and go and look. Sometimes even he is not around, his boys, they have to go around and buy. When you started just training, when you come, you just mention medicine. You go straight to that place. What is syrup? You go straight to the syrup. What is tablet? They will just go to the tablet and get it to you. That means they teach him well. They teach him how to arrange his things. The place is very neat, as at first I know. So I think he learned it from the training. So it's a very good training, which I encourage him to do more at the training. Say to the syrup, where is that? Just go to the tablet and get it. Well, they teach him how to arrange his things. The place is learn it from the training. So it's a very good training, which I